Hi guys, welcome back to Nebula Box Toy Reviews. Today we are looking at yet another Nendoroid. Yes, I did tell you last week with Huggy that I had a bit of a backlog. But this is the last one for now. I have two more Nendoroids waiting to be reviewed, but they're looking like they're going to happen next year into 2025. Because I've got a lot of videos in the backlog as well. But today we are going to be reviewing this one. This is Nendoroid, Bendy and the Ink Demon from the Bendy and the Ink Machine game. This is pretty cool. This is an Nendoroid that I didn't actually expect to exist. I mean, same with the Huggy Wuggy one from last week. I wasn't prepared for these guys to exist, really. So, yeah, this is pretty cool. This is another one that I borrowed from a friend. Same friend that I borrowed Huggy from last week. So once again, this is another one that I'm going to have to be very gentle with. But yeah, let's head on over to the review table and get a closer look at Bendy and the Ink Demon. Okay, so here we are. Here is the figure. And as usual, take a quick look at the packaging before we crack the figures out of the box. So, on the front, we can see a nice open window so we can have a look at the figures. So as you can see, we got the Ink Demon, we got Bendy, and we got the all-important can of bacon soup. Down here, we can see it is product number 2223 in the Nendoroid series. And down here, we got a nice picture of the figures. Up here, we got the Bendy logo, and we've got the Good Smile Company logo. On this side, we've got some nice images of the figures. On the other side, it's the same again. On the back, oh look, it's the same again. On the bottom, same again. On the top, same again. Little bit of extra from the back is it also tells you not to eat it and that it is fragile and to read the instructions. There is a little bit of a scuff on the back of the box, but I do believe I got it like that. So without further ado, let's open the box. I do have permission from my friend to open it because they let me borrow it to review as long as I was gentle, and I am going to be gentle. Because Nendoroids are not the cheapest of figures. If you buy them from Japan, the figure itself might actually be pretty cheap, but the shipping is not. There is nothing extra in there apart from the instructions. And here we have the figures themselves. Is there any extra tape? There is extra tape to cut. There wasn't any extra tape for Huggy Wuggy last week. Come on. Come on. There we go. We got any more? We do. We most certainly do have extra. There we go. Oh, there isn't really that many accessories with them this time. We have 2 bases and 2 base arms. We have the bacon soup. Now on the camera it is looking like it's really yellow, but in person it's a pale yellow, like a pastel yellow. Let's get little Bendy out. The cute little guy. There he is. And then let's get the Ink Demon out. The not so cute little guy. And can I just pull his head off for a minute? Because I need to figure, please. There we go. I just needed to get that thingy out. And then we have the spare arm pieces. They've packed this thing really well. Way better than a normal Nendoroid. There we go. So I'm going to put all of that. Another thing Nendoroids come with is they always come with a spare neck joint, and you know it's official when it's got the Good Smile smiley face on it. So I'm just going to put that back like that so we don't lose that spare joint. Okay, so Here are the figures. Let's just move those bits of plastic over there. Here we are. So we'll start off with Bendy. He is really small and he's adorable. We can move his arms back and forth and his arm just came off. That is normal for Nendoroids. Their arms do easily pop off because the idea is with a normal Nendoroid, you swap the arms, legs and faceplates and all that out to do, change the pose. So for articulation in Bendy, he can look left and right. He can also look up and down a little teeny tiny bit and also tilt his head to the side a little teeny tiny bit. Arms can go, oh, that one doesn't want to move. Okay, I'll do this one. Arms can go back and forth. And his hands can also rotate. His legs can also go back and forth a little teeny tiny bit and rotate as well. But that is it for Bendy, and he's got quite big feet, so he might actually be able to stand without the base if you get him balanced. He can. He can stand. So Bendy can stand without the base. But I am going to... I know, this arm is also meant to move, but it doesn't want to. The wrist rotates, but the arm itself doesn't want to. So I'm not going to force it, because it's not my figure. So I'm not going to force it. On to the Ink Demon, who is very, very shiny. I don't know if he's been painted in glossy paint or if he was molded in this shiny plastic. But either way, the Ink Demon is very, very shiny. And I actually really like it. So he can look, he can look down all the way. And he can look up. Him looking up is just looking straight ahead. He can't look up anymore because of his shoulder spikes. But he can also look left and right, and you can't really get a head tilt unless you play with that joint. Arms can do a full 360 because there's nothing to get in the way. They also pop off because that's what Nendoroids do. And the arms, the hands can rotate around as well. Same with this hand. So I'm going to move the arms out the way for a minute. Yeah, it looks like he's doing the catnap praise the prototype pose. Legs are on little ball joints, I believe, so they can go forward and back and also out to the side, so you get a good range of movement. Well, I won't say good, a decent range of movement in the legs. And I'm pretty sure this guy is not going to be able... Oh my god, he can. He has teeny tiny feet and a giant head. So I didn't think he was going to be able to pose without the base. But he can. He can very much pose without the base. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to swap these arms out to see what these other arms are all about. So we got this arm. And then we got this arm. Okay, so this is more like rare Ink Demon arms. So if we get the box back up. So yeah, this is more like stalking. Like he's walking around. He's stalking. He's going after you. There isn't really anything else you can do with these figures. They don't come with as many accessories, so you can't do as many poses. Bendy, the only accessory for Bendy is the can of soup, the bacon soup, with his little face on it. And there you can see how big he is compared to his can of soup, compared to the box as well. So he's tiny. And then you've got the Ink Demon. I feel like the Ink Demon is your average Nendoroid size. Like the normal size for a Nendoroid. Oh, and you stood up before. You're going to stand up for me again, please. Please? Pretty please? Pretty please? No? Okay, I'll just lean you on the box. So yeah, I feel like the Ink Demon is your average Nendoroid size, and Bendy is just tiny. In fact, you can see on the box, look. So this bit on camera looks really yellow, but you can see the picture on the box on camera is like an off yellow, orangey colour. That is the colour that they are in person. The camera is just making them look extremely yellow, but they're not. I do like the shininess of the Ink Demon, and I feel like I'm gonna ruin it by getting my fingerprints all over it. But my god, the Ink Demon is so shiny. I love it. It kind of reminds me of Venom. If Venom was an Nendoroid, he would look like this. If Venom went to Japan, he would look like this. I think the reason this Ink Demon is not wanting to stand up anymore is because from me fiddling with it, I've loosened... There we go. I was going to say from me fiddling with it, I've loosened the... I have. I've loosened the leg joints enough that it doesn't want to stand up anymore. But he will, with gentle persuasion, he will stand. But I honestly can't really say anything else about these figures. There isn't a right lot to talk about because there's no... there's hardly any accessories. There's not that many... there's hardly any interchangeable parts. It's just the Ink Demon's arms. Oh, his hand fell off. So you can interchange the hands as well. But yet, there really isn't a right lot for me to talk about with these guys. They're cool figures, though. If you're a huge fan of the Bendy series, definitely recommend getting them because they're really nice. But you can get other, like figures of all the other characters that are a lot cheaper if you can actually find them in stores. If you find them online, they're probably being scalped. But, if you find them in stores, then I would say go for those. But these are definitely more high-end collectible figures. So, yeah. Thank you very much for watching, guys. And I shall see you all in the next video, whatever that'll be. Bye!